here coming out for the Morgan State Bears. It's going to be Aaron Turner.
And an early takedown here for Minnesota. Looks like we have Drew Roberts on the mat for Minnesota. Roberts currently ranked number 18 by Intermat. Last year he was 15-4, currently 4-1 on the season. He was 3-1 at the Bison Open. He also had a nice win against Bucknell. Bucknell had 22nd ranked Dylan Chappell, and Roberts picked up a win against him on Thursday. So,
oh, wow.
So nice win for Roberts here on their road trip early on.
That is going to be and get him some seeding points for March. And again, he is wrestling Aaron Turner, true freshman from Great Bridge High School in Chesapeake, Virginia, former Virginia 4A state champion, high school record of 87-31.
Roberts up 3-0 here early on a little thigh pry. Come back to the center with just over 2 minutes left in the first period.
Again, Roberts is a guy who's really going to look for that left side, hook to a rotational high crotch. Also likes to kind of sweep on the same side, but really going to lean on that high crotch.
Riding a tough armbar here with a leg in the one side. Looks like he'll get that leg out and maybe look for a turn with his bar. See if he can anchor something down on the right side, whether it's a wrist or a shoulder.
Yeah, Minnesota has not been gentle on top in this duel so far.
No. They are grinding away and proving that the Big Ten program's on top. It's a little bit different world.
Yeah. That really is just a gauntlet of a schedule you have in the Big Ten when you're wrestling those conference duels. There's no breaks. They have some weights where I think they have a couple that are 10 out of the 12 wrestlers, or 10 out of 14 are all ranked in the top 20.
Yeah, looking at Minnesota's Big Ten opponents this year, they got Nebraska, Rutgers, Maryland, Northwestern, Illinois, Purdue, Wisconsin. They got a duel with Iowa and the Carver Hawkeye in January, so no easy outs there, Greg.
No.
Interesting, though, no Penn State or Michigan on that schedule, so they avoided those two, but they obviously see each other possibly at some tournaments or at the Big Ten tournament.
They got some wrestlers that are going to see each other on the second days of a lot of tournaments, probably.
Yes.
And we're going to go out of bounds now. 3-0 for Roberts as he looks to keep scoring on Aaron Turner. Aaron Turner going to start in the defensive position. Toes in the mat. And the Morgan State has been very consistent about wanting to get to the quad pod. Just pop their hips up quickly, establish their base, and get moving. And Aaron did a great job getting up, but Roberts be able to put him down pretty quick with that mat return. Roberts jumping into that tight claw, driving on his feet, trying to get to that little cheap turn right there, but Aaron doing a good job fighting it off.
Yeah, these guys are just punishing on top. They are pressuring hard forward, not giving an inch.
Give it an inch,
Nope.
Absolutely.
Another tight armbar there. Morgan State's chest on the mat.
That's got to be frustrating because it feels like, every time Turner gets an arm back, Roberts is right on the next one.
And he dodged a bullet there because he did have it reinforced there at the end. He was getting ready to tilt him for.
Roberts going to choose down, up 3-0 in the first with 2 minutes and 13 seconds of riding time. Going to try and see what Aaron Turner here has on top, trying to get back in the even up the score, but Roberts able to fight pretty quick back to his feet. Aaron Turner probably trying to check what kind of product Roberts uses on his hair as he gives him a couple of forehead checks.
Right side high crotch driving across, and he's going to finish that for 3. Freestyle would have been set up for a pretty good leg lace right there.
Oh, yeah.
Going to throw that boot right back in and get to work on top. They're not a second off with these guys. They're right
Roberts,
back after
He got some
it.
long legs. He gets some actually pretty good leverage when he's jumping over the top.
And Turner here, another freshman, good-sized freshman. You can see him really growing into the weights here. And he's going to develop well. This is just a tough out for him here early on in November, his first year as a college wrestler.
Oh yeah, and that is a tight claw tilt right there. Like I said, going into this year again, it's just an interesting dynamic being that young, a new program, first HBCU program in a while to have wrestling. Like I can imagine Coach Monday gave them like some talks about, listen, this is going to be a different kind of season than some of you guys are used to, because listen, all of these kids are coming in with their own measure of success, their own accolades, but they're kind of getting thrown to the wolves a little bit. And Kenny's really going to find out what he has in that room.
Like I said, with their schedule, you don't see many open tournaments or things like they're going to big duels, big tournaments.
You don't see many teams who have been an established program for a while getting thrown into a ringer like that. That schedule is no joke.
No, a lot of times you'll see first-year programs have a duel or two